Today is Sunday, December 17, and today's title, Your Reasonable Service. With chapter 11, the doctrinal part of the book of Romans ends. Chapters 12 through 16 present practical instructions and personal notes. Nevertheless, these concluding chapters are extremely important because they show how the life of faith is to be lived. For starters, faith is not a substitute for obedience, as if faith somehow nullifies our obligation to obey the Lord. The moral precepts are still in force. They are explained, even amplified in the New Testament, and no indication is given, either that it will be easy for the Christian to regulate his or her life by these moral precepts. On the contrary, we're told that at times it could be difficult, for the battle with self and with sin is always hard. The Christian is promised divine power and given assurance that victory is possible, but we are still in the world of the enemy and will have to fight many battles against temptation. The good news is that if we fall, if we stumble, we are not in cast away, but have a high priest who intercedes on our behalf. Romans 12, verse 1, therefore, I urge you, brothers and sisters, in a view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as living sacrifices, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. In this passage, Paul is alluding to the Old Testament sacrifices. As animals were sacrificed to God, so now Christians ought to yield their bodies to God, not to be killed, but as living sacrifices, dedicated to his service. In the ancient time of Israel, every offering brought as a sacrifice was examined carefully. If any defect was discovered in the animal, it was refused, for God had commanded that the offering be without blemish. So Christians are bidden to present their bodies, a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God. In order to do this, all their powers must be preserved in the best possible condition. Although none of us are without blemish, the point is that we are to seek to live as spotlessly, as faithfully as we can. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. In this way, the apostle describes Christian progress, for he addresses those who are already Christians. The Christian life does not mean to stand still, but to move from that which is good to that which is better. Martin Luther Commentary on Romans, pages 167 and 168. Today's questions are, what does it mean to move from good to better in the Christian life? Please answer in the comment section below, and thank you for watching and listening, and have a great day.